Peace, Diehard. Salute the flag. Salute Leon Rose, man. We're gonna be talking about Leon Rose and what he's been able to do for the Knicks, and of course the salary cap coming up, man. A couple things to talk about. Without further ado, you know how we do. Let's get busy. Mr. State, what's up, man? My man
Yo,
got
what's
some
up?
jewelry. You got some jewelry on today, I see.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, yo, Nick fans should be feeling good too, man. I'm feeling good. I'm
Yeah, I
feeling
know they
real
feeling
good.
good because they hear you like you right next to them now because you got your headphones and your mic probably today.
Nah, I next time I'm gonna have them. I'm next time. I promise I'm gonna have a microphone too. I promise.
Nah, but what you got now? That's all everybody needs, man. Just to something to control the audio. You sound great.
I
Beautiful.
appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat. We got a couple guys already here, hanging out, so that's good. And I have to wait for everybody to come in. We got Julian Bloom is here. We got Jets for Life.
Let me
Salute.
see.
Edward Walker is here. I'm here. Geraldine McIver. Yeah, man. So we're ready to do it, man. So how you want to start this thing, bro?
Man, what the hell we was just talking about, brother? Let's start off with that.
With the what if episode?
Yes. Let's start off the road real quick, man. Did you see the last What If episode?
Yeah, I seen all of them. That's the one with what's the name? The dude from Black Panther.
Killmonger.
Yeah, the Killmonger. Yep.
Killmonger. He kills Tony Stark, and he just basically kills everybody, and he still.
Wait, spoiler alert.
Well, the hell with that. I don't
For
care about
those who didn't see
spoilers.
it.
So for those of that didn't see it, basically Killmonger kills Tony Stark, and then he kills everybody. He still conquers Wakanda, but he make it seem like the humans are conquering Wakanda when he's actually doing it. And like the way he just sets up everything is just it,
Yeah, just beautiful, man. Yo, Marvel knows how to tell stories, man. Yo, growing up, these what if books used to be my favorite shit, man. Because they just bring on stuff that you're thinking about as a fan, and they're thinking about it too, because they write it, and then they also fans of the other shit too. So I like to hear the secondary stories. But
yes,
then
sir.
at the end of their story too, they Siri and what's the other guy, Pepper Potts, they still got together to form whatever else they're gonna do to so take one thing away and you can't really stop the forward movement. Something's still gonna happen to stop Killmonger at the end. So I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah, man. Yo, that whole series is fire, and like me watching that series, like I be comparing it to the Knicks sometimes. Like, so I know tomorrow we got a podcast with Sergeant from my guy Belongs Tears, Knicks at Night podcast, and my guy Kevin from Kevin be on Nothing But Knicks. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cornerstone Kev. Everybody knows Cornerstone Kev.
Everybody knows, man. But that's gonna be a good part. But you know, we just talking about the future, man. So when I watch these what if episodes, like that's where I'll be having the inspiration of some of these podcasts that we've been having. Like, what if this happened? Like, what if that happens? But what you want to talk about first, man?
Well, when you talk about what if, like in the comments, especially people like to come and say, "Oh man, that's all you got to talk about." You keep mentioning Frank Ntilikina's name. You keep talking about this. So, like, then what's the point then? You know what I'm saying? We just waiting for our favorite players to come out so we can idol worship them and all that. It's fun to talk about the what ifs. What could happen if this didn't happen? Like the Bernard King situation, Carmelo Anthony. What if there's an article now out there? They talking about what if Carmelo signed with the Knicks? How would the team look? And it's fun to talk about shit like that, man. So I don't understand people sometimes.
What if Carmelo Anthony was? I don't get that. What if Carmelo Anthony was signed by the Knicks in the off
Yeah,
season?
yeah, this offseason. What if the Knicks sign him this offseason instead of him going to the Lakers? How would the team look?
That's crazy talk. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it.
What
I wish.
what do you think he would fit though? Just thinking about it off the head. Where do you think he would fit?
would take Burke's spot. I
At the
think
small forward.
Burks. Yeah, that's the spot he would take. He'd have to take that spot.
Hmm. So then, who's the starting shooting guard? I mean, the backup shooting guard.
The backup shooting guard.
Because we're assuming Fournier and
If he
RJ
quickly, if he quickly and Rose at the
quickly
backcourt.
enrolls. So then, what's up with Burks? Where does Burks go?
I don't know where he go. I just know it's going to be Carmelo Anthony and Obi Toppin.
Yeah, I get it. But it definitely leaves us an extra player dangling. Well, maybe we don't sign Burks if we get Melo. You know, that's another what if.
It depends. It depends. I don't like Burks like that. I don't like his game. He's not. I'm not a fan. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not a fan.
nobody's gonna cry if we didn't sign Burks. You know what I'm saying? If we never said his name ever in life again, nobody would even remember he was a Knick probably.
No. Nobody will remember.
Well, what do you think about this though? Bring Melo back for his retirement tour.
I think Melo got 2 more seasons in him. I don't want to see him until 2025, man. I'm good. After what I just seen with the cap projections of 2025. I don't Melo. Let him go win a ring, man. Let that man stay on those teams.
How long do you think Melo's gonna play, man? Because I mean, he still looks good. He looks better than physically. He looks physically better than he's ever looked in his whole career, man. Even when he was a young boy, he looks great. His face is nice and sunken in. His skin is smooth. You know what I'm saying? He got the shades going. He still got a nice sharp hairline.
I
Looking
I
good,
I love Melo, but just for this team right now, I would have loved him back, but we got Alec Burks to fill that position. I'm already mad at him because whatever the case may be, but we got Alec Burks, so let Melo go win a ring, man. He's not gonna win one next season, man. I wish him nothing but the best, honestly.
Yeah, but what if? What if all those old guys are all jacked up and they can't come out and play? What happens?
Lakers not gonna win a ship. I don't know. That team is too damn old. I never seen a team that old to go to the finals, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That old?
Well, back in the days, they used to have a lot of old teams, but now that this new age NBA, there's not. I can't really see a team full of old guys making it that far. Because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the pacing of the game, or just the amount of 3-pointers, the shots that go up. The way that the defense is. They didn't really play. They don't really call defense so much. So guys are just chucking it up. So it takes a lot of energy out of you. So you see like a Chris Paul. Chris Paul lost steam in the Western Conference Finals. You can just look at some other players too. They kind of like lost their steam along the way too.
Like,
So I don't know, man.
hey, it's gonna be tough, man. That's what if Melo would have signed here instead of Burks. I don't get it. It's pointless to me.
Yeah.
Like we're not finals bound. Like if we was in championship contention like next season, then I would understand.
But what would make us championship contenders this year? If we let's say Melo came over, what about the team would make us a championship team? It don't have to be a specific player. It could be like just a thought process.
RJ takes a Wade leap, or we make a trade somehow. Somebody acts out. Like something gotta happen. Like to win a championship, everything gotta go your way. Like that's just how it goes. Like for the Milwaukee Bucks, Kevin Durant foot on the 3-point line. Like if his foot not on the 3-point line, then who knows what happens. But they win a championship. And it's tough. Even Chris Paul was hurt during the finals. I mean, Chris Paul was horrible. So it takes luck and everything gotta go your way at the right time, bro. Everything just gotta go your way.
So we just killing the what if right now. But what if everything did go the Knicks' way? It's possible the Knicks can make it all the way to the finals if everything goes our way.
This season?
If everything goes our way, it has to be like the perfect scenario.
We gotta play. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say Kemba didn't get hurt a lot. He makes it all the way to the playoffs. The whole team is healthy for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
And somebody's hurt. See, knock on
Well,
wood.
somebody on another team. Let's say somebody on another team that we're playing against. They're not as healthy as they would want them to be, but we're healthy. You know what I'm saying? We could
And each
potentially
team,
get to the finals.
each team is like that.
Yeah. Let's say Durant is hurt. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. Maybe not hurt. Maybe he got diarrhea or something. I don't know. You
Somebody
know.
got to. That means all right. So for something like that to happen,
Hmm.
this means that RJ's an all star, Randall's an all star.
That's possible.
Kimba played at least 70 games,
That's possible.
and at least two teams that we feed. I want the Hawks outright. I want to play them first round, honestly. Like I want to get that out the way. Like that's really personal with the Hawks. But let's say if another team, the two teams that we played, their stars is hurt, and we can somehow it's possible, but RJ gonna have to take the Wade lead. That's really who is it. Yo, when it comes down, Diehard, you know what Randall gonna give you,
Right.
right? You know what Evan Fournier gonna give you. You know he gonna give you something. You know he gonna put it. You know what Kimba gonna give you. Kimba has been hurt. Like, you know he's gonna get it. The two question marks right now is RJ and Mitch. That's the two question marks. And RJ was drafted third. So for people, now I get mad at people that say, if RJ averaged 15 points, you know, it's cool as long as we're winning. No, the fuck not. It's cool. It's not cool. He's
But have
drafted.
it your way.
He
Have it your
had
way
it.
though.
He was drafted third. If
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was drafted like 15th, alright, cool. But
But
third,
but in this scenario, you have it your way. Like RJ's an all star. He averaging 20 something, maybe 20. Let's say he averages 20. Just say 20. You know, average 20 a game. Him and Randall are both averaging 20 a game, and he made the All Star team.
we'll
And say
see it
like,
all. We'll see it
yes,
all.
look, Brooklyn's not healthy. Let's say Brooklyn's not healthy. You know, let's say the Hawks don't live up to the hype. We beat them. Let's say the Bucks don't make it because they didn't necessarily get better.
That's tough. Be
It's
careful
not
what you
tough. It's
wish
not
for.
tough. It's only
Be careful
imagination.
what you be careful what you wish for. You see,
What's the
you
wish though?
see.
What's the wish? A championship.
Wish is the championship. We gotta get out the damn first round. Like I'm still mad at how we lost to the Hawks.
No, I'm saying everything is perfect now. Everything for us is going perfect, and we make it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? With old man Melo on the Lakers or whatever. Let's say then they don't even make it because of health reasons. You know what I'm saying? Now the Knicks got a chance to win the championship because who's coming out the West besides the Lakers? Donovan Mitchell and them? Not Donovan. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah. So then we won the championship. Wow. What if? Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow,
That's
wow,
tough.
wow, wow.
That's tough. Yo, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, bro.
You gotta
Please.
take a dump.
No, I gotta like take a one. I gotta take a number one.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. You should have brought a cup. This guy is crazy. Yo, man. But yo, the what if stuff. We're talking about what if. Yo, it's totally possible that Knicks can make the championship, man. But I'm saying if everything would have to be perfect, because everything went perfect for the Bucks, is they didn't particularly play well. Yes, they had Giannis, but Middleton wasn't playing particularly all that, and my man Holiday wasn't playing all that. Plus, he had a couple injuries throughout the roster. Bobby Portis had to have a good game in order for them to win the last game in the finals. So it's possible for the Knicks to make it there. Because Durant, what's the name? Kyrie was hurt. Durant stepped on the 3-point line, so everything went the way that it was supposed to for the Bucks. The Bucks ended up playing against Atlanta. In the finals, they got through them because they're a team that can handle a team like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if everything works well for the Knicks match up well with every team in the East. If Mitch is healthy, if Kemba's healthy, everybody's healthy, we should be able to bang with a lot of these teams. So why not make it to the finals? But same thing on the Lakers. It could be a situation where, say, LeBron's never been hurt. He was hurt that one time, but I guess that was like a ghost injury because they had no chance of making the playoffs that year. It was his first year with the Lakers. But it's still possible for them to get to the finals. Everybody's favoring them to be there. But I mean, they have a lot of issues with age. So if those guys get hurt, they might not even make it to the finals. Now you're talking about Donovan Mitchell in the Utah Jazz against our Knicks. That's a really good matchup right there. And I like our chances just based off they're our team. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell gonna have to drop 50 every night. Shout out to the other players, but we got a lot of guys on our teams that could score. So we're counting on, this is a what if scenario. What if? So like I said, things will have to fall in our way in order for it to come together. But why not? It could come together for any other team. Why can't it come together for us? We actually have a decent roster. I want to bring this up too, for State, where he's taking a piss. He said, he's fucking crazy, man. Oh my god, well, he's using the bathroom or whatever, man. But like when he comes back, I want to ask him about 2K. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think about 2K? Because I think we got tied for the third. We're tied for the top three scorers. I think I forgot what the score is. Maybe like 83 as a team or 84 as a team is what the Knicks have, something like that. So in the new 2K, we're the third, tied for the third best team in the game. You know what I'm saying? So the talent is there. The talent is there for us to win. So why not? You know what I'm saying? On paper, we look good, man. So like I said, like he said too, for every championship, it has to go in everything just has to go in our favor. Like, why not RJ make the All-Star team? You know what I'm saying? Why not Julius Randle make the All-Star team again? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I don't know, quickly get the sixth man of the year or something like that? Why can't they? Why can't some guys get like the most improved player again? Mitchell Robinson potentially could be a big time player for us next year. We don't know. They keep saying that, oh, wait till you see Mitch. Like, okay, whatever. But what if Mitch comes back and he plays well? He might be an all-star too. I mean, the Lakers, Lakers, all these teams, they having 3-4 all-stars sometimes. It's like, why not the Knicks this year? Why can't it be for us? State. Yo, man, he must have caught the runs or something, man. State is crazy, man. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool for the what if, man. Sorry for the spoilers. We should have announced spoilers before we said anything. But for those that haven't checked out that show, you really should check it out. The Marvel's What If. You don't necessarily have to know the movies, but that What If show is a cartoon, and it's basically based on the movies. So if you're familiar with the movies, you probably have a good time. But you can actually watch each one as a standalone show, and it's still great. They had a zombie episode the episode before that, and then the Doctor Strange episode was dope. So it's interesting, man. If you're not talking about what if, what are you talking about? Because I mean, right now we just kind of stagnant. We have 30 days. People have been counting down the last 100 and something days. It's crazy. So we got 30 days right now before the beginning of the season. So there's a lot of speculation, a lot of stuff to talk about. If we're not talking about what if, then what are we talking about? People are talking about let's say, I don't know, the record. I see people saying 53. A lot of 50 win games, are being predicted by fans and stuff. But 53, 54, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of wins. So you're talking about top of the East. 54 wins. So is it possible for the Knicks to do that? Yes, it is possible. But things will have to go our way, and in order for us to win the championship, that would have to be the case. There's still a lot of potential to make trades and stuff. Like I was making the point with Burke, Noel and these guys. So if we have excess where guys are actually playing well, and we can take guys and pack them together to trade for another player and upgrade McBride and Grimes, then it is what it is. We might actually be able to make a move like a Rasheed Wallace. Get that Rasheed Wallace move in. I hope he washed his hands, man. Did you wash your hands, bro? You wash your hands, man? There's no audio though. You got to turn your audio back on.
You crazy.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just freestyling by myself, man. But I didn't really say nothing out of what. Well, I did mention 2K though. What do you think about the Knicks 2K rating? Because I think we're like the tie for the third.
Randall should be at 88. RJ should be like at 84. It's just about right though.
Well, as a team, everybody, I think the whole team is like we're like the top three team. I think in 2K as far as rating as a team.
I know that,
That's
but
crazy, right?
nah, it's not crazy because you got a deep team. Our team is like probably like 11, 12 deep, honestly.
Honestly, yes, but that goes to show you that we could potentially win a championship because at least on paper, even 2K is saying it. You know what I'm saying? Even 2K is saying that we possibly could, talent wise. For each individual player, talent wise, we have the talent to do it. Why not?
Do you know what got to like? I hear you, bro. I hear
Yeah,
you.
man.
I don't know about that.
You gotta let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let it go. Let it go.
Let what
Why
go?
not?
Let what go? What
Like,
the
like,
team
like,
did
like
to
you said,
certain
nah,
people?
man. I just told you that 2K said that we're the top, like tied for the top three best team in the league, right? And then you said, yeah,
Uh-huh.
because we're deep. And then I said, then we possibly could win the championship. Then you're like, nah, 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 nah. So which
Cause you
is it?
got Cause you gotta wait for that. You asking for too much. Could we get out the first round first? Like that's all I'm
Yeah,
asking
we can
for.
get out the first round. We can get out the second
I,
round, third round, and the
I need.
championship next year.
I don't know, man. I don't see it, man. Not with this. Not with this scene, bro.
But you just said, yeah, we go 12 deep. Did you just say we go 12 deep?
Yeah, but that don't mean that we go 12 deep and we got three superstars. That don't mean that. This ain't 2K. This real life.
Yeah. But I just, when the guys are gone, I ran through the whole scenario. We possibly could do it. It doesn't have to be 2K. The Knicks actually have a decent team. If everything goes our way, we potentially could do that.
Questionable.
It's all questionable because everybody assumed that Melo's going to get a ring next year. That's questionable too.
Oh, you know the NBA gonna give him a. Come on, is this a trick question?
Oh, the NBA is going to give them a ring, so then why are we here?
What? You know what's gonna happen next season, bro? They got too many Hall of Famers on one team for them not to know they gonna make money off of that. You know how this go? They're gonna get every call in the playoffs. Melo getting them magical calls he never got before while he's in New York. You know why?
Yeah. But that's a lot of preparation H over there, man. There's a lot of hemorrhoids in that locker room. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's tough. They got an old team. I never seen a team that old win a championship. Not that old. They old as hell.
Yo, the youngest thing they got in that locker room is probably like their dental work and shit. Whatever like fillings and caps and shit they got in their mouth because all their teeth is great. That's what money does for you, man. The teeth comes out looking great.
And I
Yeah,
think
man.
they
So
got
we
some.
so we talking about
Huh?
money and stuff. So we actually here to talk about my man Leon Rose though. But all this ties into it. You can see, this is like a botched what do you call uh Photoshop job here. I put Leon Rose's face on Fat Joe's body, and it says yesterday's Knicks is not today's Knicks. I thought it was cute. What do you think about that?
Yesterday's Knicks is not today's. I understand and I agree with it. There's people like you who be like, fuck the past. Like we got a future to look forward to. And then there's people like me who is a little salty about what happened and transpired in the past like 5 years who can't just let go of the past. And they still think about certain things that have happened. So I remember the day when, and I don't mean to bring this up, but I remember when Frank Ntilikina moms came from France and she came to see him during Christmas Day, and Nick and Fizdale, he ain't even take him off the bench, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but look at the situation though. That's Fizdale. You know what I'm saying? The Fizdale Knicks. It was a bad situation that was happening there at the time.
He's the worst coach I ever seen for the Knicks in my life. I thank God for him though, because without him I wouldn't have RJ Barrett. So I thank God for David Fizdale. I appreciate what he did.
Well, thank God for him because thank God for all the bad shit that we've been through. 20 years, we talking about 20 years. That's the past that I don't, I don't want to talk about it anymore because now we're in another generation, another segment in the Knicks history right now. So, it's time to move on. But still, all that stuff had to have happened. You have to remember. You have to know the past in order not to repeat it. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're doing something that we never done in our entire history as a franchise. Right now, even from back, we probably haven't done this until since the Clyde days when we drafted the captain, what's his name, Willis Reed. We drafted him. We had a couple bums or
Mhm.
whatever. They drafted Willis Reed. They went and got you know what's the name, Dollar Bill, and they traded for Dave the Butcher. That the ball started rolling then. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like a 3 year process there before they got the championship. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it took them years and years. Once that ball started rolling, they got Clyde after like I think like 2 or 3 years. They was in the finals and winning championships. So it's possible it can happen. I mean, I feel like the same energy is happening now with our Knicks. It started with drafting well Kristaps really because all the residual stuff that we're getting from it. Plus we drafted RJ, then we went and signed Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? We signed Kemba. This the ball is rolling right now. You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
it's
So
I think it started with Phil. I think Phil Jackson was. I think he was the turning point in James Dolan's life.
yeah, yep, I
If
get
you
it.
understand what I'm saying,
Yep.
because Phil Jackson, when he first came to New York, it felt like he was God. Like it felt like he was the guy. Like it felt like he was the one because he was so accomplished. So now that we got Phil Jackson and seeing what he's doing, I will never forget. I'm in my mother's house, man. I'm in the projects, bro. I'm watching Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson traded Carmelo Anthony on live TV, bro. He said, Carmelo, I think he would serve best on another team where he could contribute to winning the championship. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then you sign him to a deal where you give him a no trade clause.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy, man.
and James Dolan, right? He's the same guy who said no to trading Kristaps Porzingis for Devin Booker in the fourth overall pick. He's that guy. So you gotta like kind of think that he hired Phil Jackson because without him hiring Phil Jackson, he would have never known. Like, all right, these are mistakes.
Yeah, but you got to keep making mistakes until you get it right because he could have got Phil and we could have did well with Phil, but everything in the mother went wrong. Like even down to every anybody that we hired because we had like I said we hired a lot of high level people throughout the years. We even had Don Nelson with coaching Ewing at one point for half a season. That's before Van Gundy took over. So you want to talk about names? We've had almost every name that you could possibly think of associated with the Knicks at one point or another. But they went bad. They went bad. Everything went wrong. To like the max. Like anything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. So right now everything happens to be going right. You know,
Hmm.
you got to
I
get it right
mean,
once in a while.
what I see me like without Phil Jackson, like James Dolan would have never knew how to like stay out of the business. Like stay out of just stay out. Just don't do anything. And I see Phil Jackson. I know Phil Jackson right now somewhere in Montana with a cigar, or he got some weed.
He
He
got some
rolling
weed.
up, and I know he's looking at that Dallas Mavericks team right now. He's like, damn, that's the team I wanted in New York.
Oh
Because now they
God.
got because now they got Frank Ntilikina, Luca, Porzingis. I know he drooling over that
Yeah,
roster
you got
with
to
Tim
save that one for
Hardaway.
tomorrow, man. Save that shit for tomorrow. Because we supposed to have Cornerstone and Sarge in here. You know what I'm saying? That's the pod couple. The
I
odd couple from Freezy's show, man. So they're gonna be here tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about Frank Ntilikina and all that fucking bullshit that State is talking about now, man. So tune in for that. That's gonna be a crazy episode. Yeah,
but
man.
that goes to show you the decisions that franchises make, man. And we drafted Frank Ntilikina and we drafted Kevin Knox back to back drafts. That's bad. That's
Yeah,
that's really bad.
it set us back because then we had Kristaps, and then we drafted bad right after him. So it stagnated us. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at this thing. We drafted RJ, but look what happened after we drafted RJ. Oh, it's just been great ever since. You know, the great signings and stuff like that. Everything is progressing the way it should. So you know, we're in a good space now, man. You know, right now we were treading water. No, first we were drowning. We were drowning. Then we were treading water. Now we like waist deep, and now we climbing out. Now you know what I'm saying. So hopefully the evolution gets us to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
trying to get you to believe, man. Believe we can get to the promised land. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We can get there, man. We can get there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we can get there.
It's the roster, man. I don't like this roster. I don't like this roster.
You
I,
love the roster. You just said that we go 12 deep.
we go 12 deep, but I still don't like the roster because I don't like certain people on it.
You don't like the roster? You talking about somebody on Flatbush Avenue? You don't like the roster? That's what you're talking about? The weed man? You don't like the plug, the roster? Or you talking about the Knicks roster?
No, you know what it is? The roster's cool. I don't like Tibbs, bro. I don't really like that motherfucker. Because Tibbs is the type. He funny. He the type. He'll let Alec Burks, he'll let Evan Fournier, he'll let Kimber, he'll let all those dudes have bad games. And we would not see Quentin Grimes and McBride at all. Like, I already see it. Like, and it's just typical with Tibbs. Like, and his style of coaching is not going to rock for 82 games. Not going to run. Come on, yeah. I don't know, man.
But I mean, Fournier averaged 17 points a game the last 5 years. So we're not going to play Fournier?
We're going to play Fournier 35 minutes a game. That's cool. But, I mean, it's not for 82 games.
I mean, not for consistently 82 games. You know, guys, he might not play 82 games himself. You know what I'm saying? Some game he might have nights where he's not playing as well. You know?
Even if he's not playing well, Tibbs is going to play him. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
What are you talking? Garbage to me right now?
Nah, but I mean,
Tibbs going to play him regardless.
But you got to play your guys, though. You got to play. If let's say if Fournier is repeating and he's averaging 17 again, even if he goes down to 14, or 12 or whatever it is, between 14 and 12 with the depth that we have, right? Let's see if he gets that. Then you still got to play him. That's your guy. That's your starting. To me, starting shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? If he's averaging 14 points a game, you got to play him.
I mean, that's cool. I'm not mad at that. Like, you got to play him, but still, like, I know what Tibbs is going to do. And then Burke's going to be playing right behind him. Like, That's
not bad. That's not bad, though.
Who going to defend?
So what's the answer to that, though?
That means RJ going to have to grow up. But come on, yo. I didn't want that type of pressure on RJ in his third season right now.
But he's an all-star Hall of Famer, right? So the pressure got to be here somewhere. He ain't gonna make all those accolades if you don't get the pressure.
But Evan Fournier and Alec Burks is the vets, though. We know Tibbs is gonna play them regardless. They got to come and defend, and I don't know them to be defenders.
Well, if they come in there and score and do adequate defensively, that's fine for me.
I seen the stat. I swear to God, I seen the stat. I screenshotted this, brother. It said Alec Burks. Oh, here you go. I couldn't wait. Oh, my God. So it says top 5 defensive stoppers in the NBA.
I know what you're talking about.
I see Nick Claxton, Matisse Thybulle, Obi Toppin at 38.8%. This is the field goal percentage that he allows. 95 or 245 attempts. And I see Alec Burks on this list at number 5 at 39.7%. And it's like, with my own eyes, I didn't see that.
You skip your boy fucking Obi Toppin. You ignore Obi Toppin is number 3, and then you're just gonna go to Alec Burks. What about Obi Toppin?
Obi Toppin, come on, man.
Obi Toppin can't even stop himself from running.
Obi Toppin needs to not average 4 points. That's what we need to start with him.
Is Obi Toppin a defensive stopper?
No, he ain't no damn defensive stopper, but the number says it, and I don't believe it. But I feel like he was playing better defense as the season going on. But you know why the defensive numbers look like that? Because us as a team, we had a great defensive team, a great team defense. They have great communication on defense at all levels. And we was top 5 in defense last season as a team. So I can understand why multiple of our players have good defensive stats. I can understand it. So I'm not really mad at that, but it's like, yo, we really Knicks fans. Like I watch every game twice. He ain't play no damn defense, man. What happened in the playoffs was criminal. He got killed.
Yeah, but Obi wasn't playing defense either, though.
Oh, I know Obi Motor was running. It's not like we right. Is it?
You're going crazy. But I'm saying it's the top 5, right? But Obi is number 3. So you bypass Obi and you just start picking on Burks? That ain't right either, man.
What you mean?
That ain't right.
We didn't pick on Obi so much. It's not even fun to pick on him no more because he's our draft pick. He's drafted 8. We know he's behind Julius Randle. He averaged 11 minutes and 4 points per game, which is worse than Frank Ntilikina rookie season, by the way. But it's neither here nor there. And plus, he's a 22-year-old lottery pick who's 23 now, and he's going to be 24. So it's like, yeah, 4 points.
Well, I mean, we everything bad that we said about Obi, he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't say nothing crazy like how he was killing Peyton and stuff. You know, Peyton deserved all that crazy talk, but I don't think anybody was really trashing Obi to that degree. You know, but anything that we were saying about Obi, it was just about him finally getting to where he needs to go. I think now entering in the season, he finally is there. So I guess we'll see where that goes as far as, you know, production with the team. You know, whatever. But I think Obi's gonna be all right. But I mean, crowning him a defensive stopper, I don't know, man.
I mean, that's what the numbers say. You don't go in the barbershop saying, yo, man, I know RJ held so-and-so to 40% from the field. Oh, gee, he probably 50 plus years old. He gonna look at you like you effing stupid.
Yeah, but if you tell him that Obi Toppin was the defensive stopper, you know,
He might curse you out.
He might just piss on you or something, man. He just might just take it out and just let it go. You know, OGs can't hold their fucking urine and shit. I don't know, man.
Nah,
at least we're not talking about chitlins.
Chitlins. Oh man, shots.
You know that episode. Man. You said it. You know that you the one that said, "Yo, I'll be eating chitlins by then." And I'm like, what? And then it turned into like a 10-minute freaking like rant about that. Oh yeah, man. You are the one, man. You are the key to all of this nonsense, man.
It's crazy. And now that we talking about you know, the NBA and we talking about teams and team building. Mm-hmm. So yesterday, you know, it comes out that the salary cap could be going out to $171 million.
Yeah, I got it up on the screen right now. This is what you sent to me from this guy Morton, whatever. I think he's from New Zealand or some shit. You know.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
that's looking good, man. And you know, some of the stuff it says the league is looking for a broadcast rights package worth more than $70 million over 9 years, and maybe as high as $75 million. The NFL just signed a $113 billion 11-year broadcast rights deal. That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of years too, man. God damn, 11 years.
God damn. And then it says, needless to say, jumping $5.7 billion in TV income annually will have a severe impact of the NBA's salary cap, which is calculated off the league's basketball-related income, BRI. According to league source, projections indicate that $171 million salary cap is possible, assuming no cap smoothing by 2025. Should the NBPA instead agree to cap smoothing, it's likely the league will still see an annual increase to the extent of $15 million, according to source. The 2025 cap spike will see 200 million contracts get normalized, and for the league's elite, 300 million will become the new threshold.
Could you imagine? Yo, you're talking about 60 million a year players, bro. You know what I'm saying? And teams like Sacramento, they're gonna have like two of them, and not even sniff the balls of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
But I like.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned to people. I say to people that we might get locked out. Because it's not that they gotta lock the players out. The ownership gotta lock themselves out. It's like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all get this money because you're supposed to be operating the way Leon Rose is operating. You know what I'm saying? Pay guys the low. Look for ways to get around the cap. Look to get sneaky ways to get extra talent on the roster. You're not just supposed to take the extra salary cap and just give it to one motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This one guy gets 60 million a year. That is retarded. Right now, John Wall, what's he gonna get? 48 or something like that? 48, and they can't move him now.
Yo, that's why the salary cap got to jump, bro. I think the cap got to jump, but the contracts got to like stay the same, so it won't be crazy. You get what I'm saying?
That's gonna be hard though. Because, I mean, they're gonna have to put that wording in the contract because the max deal has to do with percentages. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're a 10-year vet, you get a certain percentage, not a certain number. You get a certain percentage. So whatever that percentage is, literally, the supermax could be like damn near 70 freaking million a
There's no way.
year.
There's no way you could build a team with it like that, bro. That's impossible. That's why I said the contract's gonna have to stay the same. And no, I disagree.
You peeped that? This is Alton Lee from the comments here. Shout out to Alton Lee. You've been helping us a lot in the comments, and I'm reading everything you're saying. Good job, man. But he
Yeah, good
mentioned
job, bro.
Iman Bates, Jalen Green. They could be the first $60 million players. 300. You're talking about $300 million contract over maybe like 4 years. Not even like 6 or 7. You're talking about just a 4-year contract, 300 million.
No, I am not playing. I will trade a player, but no, I'm not. No, it got to be like you see how Julius Randle contract is now.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if the cap is 170 million, keep the cap, the contracts the way they are now. It would be easier for you to build a team. Like, you can actually construct a team because now let's say we extend RJ. His contract is probably like it starts at probably like 27 million. This is with the hopes of him becoming an all-star or becoming an all defensive player. His contract is like 27 million. We already got Randall for 4 years. So that's probably like 57 to like $65 million that you got tied up to like two people. And with today's cap, like just the limit, that's damn near how you can't really build a team off like that. You gotta have vet minimums and you gotta use your MLE and this, that, and third, and you gotta maneuver. Now that's tough. That's tough.
How do you explain it too? Because you're talking about like a league minimum right now. I think the league minimum for a veteran is like 2.5 million or something like that. Whatever the number is. So you talk about a minimum guy that's making. Let's say if that minimum jumps up double, 5 million. Let's say the league
Mm-hmm.
minimum for a veteran will be 5 million, but the
Mm-hmm.
freaking max player makes 70 million. How do you explain that?
No way.
How do you
No
explain
way.
that?
You got and I love ultimately, man. You coming with the fire, bro. And I was thinking of this too, and I'm glad you said it, so it could become clear in my mind. They gotta have expansion coming because exactly what I just said to you, dog. You can have 170 million cap. That's cool, but the contracts gotta stay the same. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to build a team. I can understand. Let's say if you got three players who all make 30 million. That's probably like 90 to 99 to 100 million, right? That's your super team right there. But you say 171 million. So you can still build after that. And that's after you got 330.
Yo, QQ Oprah. It's like you get 30 million, you get 30 million, everybody gets
What?
30 million. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, it's the owners though. The owners gotta save themselves from themselves. Like when back in the days, the salary cap for the Knicks, I believe, was like I forgot what it was like. It was like maybe like I don't know what it was, but they went and they maxed out Allen Houston for no reason. They went down and gave Clarence Witherspoon more money than he should have gotten. Shannon Anderson, Howard Isley. We were capped out for I want to say like for like eight no like, say like 5 to 8 years we were over the salary cap paying luxury tax. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't making the playoffs. You know, that is insane to be maxed out paying luxury tax and not making the playoffs. That's all ownership. That's all ownership problems. Ownership and not hiring the right people. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
I would like for you to say, I'm gonna say what I'm about to say.
Oh
So
no.
in 2025, I'm gonna like watch this video myself, and I'll be like, damn, State, you was a smart and method, yo. Yo,
You are
word
smart
to it.
though, man. You are smart.
I am smart, but this is crazy. Like
You is smart.
in 2025, when the cap go up, bro, there's gonna be reports where the Knicks got an unfair advantage. Like people's gonna be mad when the
Yeah.
cap go up, bro. Like
Yeah.
and how the way I'm looking at it is, I'm not concerned about James Dolan spending his money because we know James Dolan is going to spend the money, right? James Dolan, if he had a cap of $171 million, Diehard, with Leon Rose as his president, bro, what do you think is going to happen? You don't think they're going to have reports of like, nah, the Knicks is tampering, they got an unfair advantage. They could pay this. They could pay 5 All-Stars 30 million, still have 10 million. Yo, I can see it.
Yo, look at the screen right now. I got the salary cap there. You look at the last year is the 25 25 season, 2020, 25, 26 season.
Oh my goodness,
It's
Leon
a
Rose
clean
is.
cap. You're talking about maybe with some RJ. RJ is gonna get paid in 2024. Let's say if he does get paid, we still got Julius Randle there with a player option, 32 million. You know what I'm saying? Fournier's will be off the books. Derrick Rose, all these guys will be off the books by then. Yeah, and we have Leon Rose and these guys running the team. So you already know that they go into seasons not even spending the whole cap. Shout out to Obi Toppin with the green there. Green, I believe, is team option. And then you got Emmanuel quickly. The other kids too, the young boys, they're here too. Grimes and these guys. These guys don't even get their qualifying offer until like the year before. You see that 6 million there? That's a qualifying offer, 6 million. Obi Toppin qualifying offer the year before. So that year when we come in there, we still gonna have potentially Quentin Grimes being the starting point guard for us. I mean, not point guard, starting shooting guard possibly.
Oh
RJ.
my
Oh my God,
god.
look at that,
Oh,
man.
oh, yo, Leon Rose is so smart, bro. Like, look at the contracts, how the way he got them locked up. And I'm looking at 24, 25, and I know RJ gonna resign. Well, I'm not even worried about RJ. But you still got Obi, you still got Quickly. So those is two guys right now that we could go over the cap and resign them. So I'm not even worried. Now that I think about it, I'm not even worried about those two. Like, I'm gonna leave those two out of it.
Yeah,
Now, no, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna leave those two out of it. Because I would say this to you, dog. I would include them both in a trade. I tell
who's
you
who's
that.
that? Who's that?
I would include Obi and Quickly in the trade. I tell you, and I love them both. I love them both. But if that cap spike up to 171 million, bro, all I need is RJ and Randall on that roster, brother. That's all because whoever's in free agency that year, whoever make it to free agency in 2025, they're going to be a Nick. I'm not for these next like 4 years, I'm in for the ride. You should be too.
But check it. I've been I've
Uh-huh.
been trying I've been trying to get you to believe that we can win now. I remember the last couple seasons you was mad that it was like unnecessary wins and whatever. We
Uh-huh.
should have tanked. We should have did this that, and the
Uh-huh.
other. Right now,
Uh-huh.
because the salary cap is going up in 2025, we have to build a foundation now to try to at least win while this is happening. So when that
Uh-huh.
2025 comes, we already established the Knicks as a winning franchise. We already did it last year. We got to
Uh-huh.
do it this year, the next year, and 2024. We have to keep this ball rolling because when that 2025 comes, man, Holy shit.
I would love for you to put up the free agency list for 2025 so everybody could lose their mind real quick because that list is ridiculous. But I understand while you doing that, please, I would love for you to do that. But while you doing that, I understand what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I understand that it takes time, it takes progress. I know we're going to win. That's never been my issue. You know that. Like I tell you all the time, like I know what Tibbs is going to bring. I know he's going to win regular season games. Like I don't care about that. Like we graduated from the lottery, right? We graduated from regular season wins, right? Because we won last season. We got into the playoffs, right? So now we got to graduate out the first round. It's steps. It's steps what I'm looking for. So I can understand that we're going to win. Like that's never the issue. My issue is with Tibbs, bro. And let me ask you a question. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw out what I was about to say. Let me ask you a question. You think a superstar free agency will come play for Tibbs? Or you think that person will relay to RJ and Randall, yo, look, listen, I will pull up, but you might have to promote so-and-so before I pull up?
What are you talking about? You talking about coach?
I'm dead coach-wise, yes.
But yo, aside from all that 2025
Mm-hmm.
season, Tibbs is gonna be like 66, 67. He's gonna be old as shit. So you already know that he's gonna be out of here. I don't know how long Tibbs' contract. I think it's like 4 years.
5.
He'll it's 5 years.
Yes.
So I mean, he'll be gone. He'll be gone by the time that 2025 season comes. He might even be gone before that. Because like I said, 60. Like even like my wife. My wife thinks that she's gonna live forever. She thinks she's gonna be fly forever. You know what I'm saying? But the age creeps on you, man. Before you know it, you think you could do it, and next thing you know, my high blood pressure, I can't get it together. And then you're gonna be like Woodson trying to see if you can get a college job to get yourself away from this NBA struggle. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like Tibbs might not even make it to the end of his contract.
Wow.
So I'm quite sure the Knicks already got that situation taken care of too. Because I mean, they right so far they've been crossing the T's and dotting I's on everything. So I'm quite sure they already got a contingency plan for the coach and stuff.
I'm telling you, Johnny O. I'm telling the coach is already in the building already. I'm telling you, Johnny O the coach is already in the building already.
Yeah,
I've already compared Tibbs to my Mark Jackson. Like that's what I feel like. And the NBA is definitely going to expand. I hope they expand to Vegas and Seattle as well, because I remember growing up and watching the Seattle Sonics. I remember playing with the Seattle Sonics in live 2003, and I remember playing with Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis. If people don't know, like you go back to live 2003 and all that. Like I remember playing with that team. I remember playing with the Hornets in live 2003 as well with Baron Davis when he was on the Hornets. It's crazy. Like it's crazy. I remember those teams, man. Damn. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the free agent list for that, man. But I think that might be too far ahead. So some of the lists that I'm seeing is a little nervous. But I mean, you're talking about guys like Jalen Green. Those guys are probably going to be up for contracts by that time. Their rookie deals will be up in 2025. You're talking about what is it, restricted free agency and all this. So there's going to be a lot of numbers, a lot of guys out there available.
So I try to give y'all a little glimpse of 2025 free agency. So it's Giannis, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, Ben Simmons, Drew Holiday, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Brandon Ingram, Jamal Murray, Chris Paul, Randall, Lonzo Ball.
Basically everybody, because you're talking about 5 years from now. So most everybody are already on their 5-year contract. So they'll be done within 3 to 4 years anyway. So
you think James Dolan wouldn't pay the high for the 2 of those dudes to come to New York? High.
But even better, James Dolan might have passed his franchise over to his kids by then. that's a what if for your ass right there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's another situation too.
That is. That
because his sons are kind of freaky too. He got a couple of sons that are into some freaky stuff. So we don't know what we we don't like James Dolan, but his kids might be worse. You know?
no, I think his kids got a grasp on what to do and not to do. I'm
I hope
just
so.
hoping, like for my generation, I believe his kids is all around my age. So I just think that they will have a grasp on what to do and not to do. I think we'll be straight. I was never really too concerned with James Dolan as far as like hiring people and who to trust and what to do. Like I was never too concerned with that, bro. My only problem with Dolan is, does he get too involved? That's where I get annoyed with him at. You know.
Yeah. That's the problem with any owner. Like say like Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is another one. Like I said, we'll probably we're gonna be talking about Mark Cuban like crazy tomorrow once we get Cornerstone and stuff in here. But he's another guy that
Mhm.
gets kind of too involved in the team and stuff. I'm glad that he started doing Shark Tank and things of that nature because he was getting kind of out of control with it too. Just even just judging by what's happening with Luca and stuff. But like I said, tune in tomorrow. We're probably gonna go crazy with all that talk about those guys over there. You know.
Yep. Yep. James Dolan, man. I always say like James Dolan. He's the type of guy that like he's the friend that's mad cool, and if you get him around the right people, they'll let that person do favors for them, and it's not a problem. But if you get him around the wrong people, he'll let them do favors for him, but they the wrong people, so they'll get him in the wrong shit, and then that's what happens. So that's who he is to me. Like, and he's hired the most minorities in sports. We're not going to
Yeah.
just talk sports. He's hired the most minorities I've ever seen. The first Chinese American basketball, whatever, first black woman to coach of basketball. That's him. So
James Dolan to me, he's that guy that's in the bar that's just like, hey man, blah blah, yo, you want a drink? I'll get you a drink. Oh, shots for everybody. He's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's this fucking guy? I don't know. He's giving drinks out, so what the fuck? Let me get this, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Put it on James Dolan's tab. You know what I'm saying? I've been around. You ever been around guys like that?
yeah, yeah,
They
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 extra
got it,
cool. They,
huh?
they they got it. They extra cool for no reason. It's not, you just don't understand, but you kind of understand.
Well, it's got to be a lonely existence because you like super rich and like you look at yourself in the mirror and he look crazy. You know what I'm saying? He know that he look crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he got all the money. And you could you imagine like Bloomberg and these guys? I'm quite sure they be playing all those like Let It Rain songs and all that on the stripper song. That all that music is for them because when they talk about money and stuff like that, they the ones that really got the money. So I can imagine how lonely that life could be because they all look crazy. But they got all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying? So in order to be cool, they have to go be like, oh, you want a drink? Want a drink? Hey, you want a car? Take my car. I'll see you later. Or whatever. I don't know.
Man, money is, yeah. I think that just the more money you have, the more stress that you go through. And look, it's a lot of celebrities, like knock on wood, that's committed like suicide and stuff like that. The fame will get to them. You be stressed out. You got like, imagine 20 more, 20 MFers, man. They all texting your phone. Yo, let me borrow 100. Yo, let me borrow 1,000. Yo, cousin, y'all need some. Yo, buzzer, I need some. Yo, that's stressful, yo. It's stressful. Yo, imagine being Tom Brady. What? You're stressed out every day. Every day is you're never normal. You can't be normal. Like you're LeBron James. Like you can't be normal. Like no day is a rest day for you. Like
Yeah,
ever.
but even just regular families, they say like if you're the only one in your whole family that's doing good, they're gonna be hitting you up all the time. God forbid if
Yeah.
you got a house or something, somebody always gonna be pulling up. Or next thing you know, they like they bringing bags in like, oh, where you going, son? Like who said it? Anybody said you could stay? Like the people people do that, man. You get a little bit of money, people take advantage of you, no matter what's happening in this world.
Mm,
It's
I
crazy.
definitely agree. I definitely agree. It's tough though, but it happens, man. It happens. Man.
Yo, speaking of money, man. Let me do this plug real quick. This is your boy here. I know you saw me talking about this earlier. Yo, for guys that don't know, they doing a dad bod competition with Men's Journal. So go to my Twitter or go to anywhere on my social media, and you'll see the link to that. Click the link, go in on your Facebook, and give me a free vote, so I can get me some $25,000. You know what I'm talking about? I need that in my life. Anyway.
I was wondering. I was like, yo, this guy crazy. That was funny. That was a good laugh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care, man. I put all of my stuff out. I don't give a damn. So I'm not embarrassed by nothing, man. If I put it out there, I want you to see it, right? So I don't care about it.
Well, Tim should be embarrassed the way he was coaching in the playoffs. That's what he should be embarrassed about. You got the least of your worries. He need to be worried for Dolan fire his ass after another first round exit.
Well, I mean, you saw him coaching in summer league. So the game don't stop for him, man. He messed up at one point, but then the next point, he's like right in Quickly's face, making sure that he says what he got to say to him.
He's selling y'all wolf tickets, man. He lying to y'all. Y'all telling y'all, all right. He believing in them, y'all. Yo, dog, I'm good. I'm not giving him no support. You're not gonna hear it from me ever. What happened, what he did in the playoffs was atrocious. And I'm good. So next season, you're going to see him do the same stuff again. We're going to be having these same conversations again. And I'm asking you, yo, dog, why is he playing Julius Randle 40 minutes, bro? And I'm sitting here asking the same goddamn question from last season.
Well, if Julius Randle is playing 40 minutes a game, that means Obi Toppin sucks.
Now, if Obi Toppin sucks, whose fault is that?
Obi Toppin.
What? So you just skipped over Leon Rose and those boys? You just gonna blame Obi?
Leon Rose not even in the gym.
Oh my God.
Leon Rose ain't in the gym.
Why did you draft Obi then? Come on, yo.
Yo, you draft Obi because you think he's gonna be a certain way, but he didn't get. If he doesn't progress enough to give Julius Randle a nice break coming off the bench, then that's on Obi Toppin. That's not on anything the Knicks.
How the hell you want progression and you got a guy who's second team All NBA and come on, yo. Come on. You drafted him for what then? That is stupid. That's a waste of a draft pick.
He was a player of the year, so you thought he was gonna be good.
So who's the blame for that, dog? You can't blame Obi for that.
Well, no. See, you like to add stuff to it. You don't blame Obi Toppin for him being player of the year. You blame him for not playing well while he's on the roster. If he don't play well for us, that's on Obi Toppin. We drafted him. It doesn't matter where we drafted him. If he's on the team and he doesn't succeed, who's that on?
Wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there. You said it doesn't matter where we drafted him?
It doesn't matter where we draft anybody. Because, I mean, McBride, some people want McBride to be the starting point guard, and he was drafted in the second round. Right? But people want to elevate him to starting point guard, some people, the way they're talking about it.
Hold on. People killed Frank Ntilikina because he was drafted 8th.
No, they killed Frank Ntilikina because he's trash. That's why.
Because he was drafted 8th. Don't do that. He was drafted 8th as well.
Mitchell Robinson was drafted in the second round.
You're not going to do that. You know why?
Mitchell Robinson was drafted in the second round. People want to max him out this year.
Okay, Mitchell Robinson showed that he could produce. Don't do that.
That's what I'm trying to say. If Obi Toppin don't show that he could produce, then who is that on?
Yo, are you serious? So why would you draft him? That's a waste of a draft pick.
No, you keep going back to that. You keep going back to that.
You have to go back to that.
But Mitchell Robinson was drafted in the second round. So where was he drafted? Right, but he's still producing. Who was that on? That's on Mitchell Robinson.
So when you're drafted top 10, you're not expected to produce? That's what you're telling me? So it don't matter if you drafted top 10. You can just come in and you can average 8 points then.
You can be expected to do whatever, but it's up to you to do it.
What? And it's expected up to you to produce numbers, right? You're drafted top 10 for a reason.
Right, so it's up to them to produce.
So you can't sit here and say where they're drafted doesn't matter. I strongly disagree with that. You was drafted
All right, well,
A, you're supposed to
that out.
produce.
Take that out of the equation because that's clouding the argument. Obi Toppin, if he can't give Julius Randle a blow, then that's on Obi Toppin. No matter where he was drafted.
Word? So it's not on the coach to put him in positions to succeed when you draft a player that high?
In the beginning, he will get his chance to succeed. But if Obi Toppin, if Julius Randle is averaging 40 minutes a game with Obi Toppin on the bench and that means Obi Toppin is not producing.
So why would you draft him?
No, you're clouding the argument. You're clouding the argument. You're clouding the argument because you're talking about drafting, but I'm talking about season. This is a season now. If Julius Randle throughout the season is averaging 40 minutes a game, that means Obi Toppin is not producing.
So why would you draft? So my point is, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, right? The part that I'm getting at is, why would you draft him if you already got a guy at that starting spot? When you could have drafted someone else.
Conversation though, isn't that a different conversation?
It's kind of the same.
We already got him now though.
So if hypothetical. So if they trade Obi Toppin, that's a waste of a lottery pick. Let me ask you that then. It's not because you picked him 8th to produce, and he gave you 4 points in 11 minutes per game at 22 years old. It's not like he's 19. He gave you worse numbers than Frank. Jeff for life? You kidding me?
But listen, you're going all over the place. The thing was you said if Julius Randle is playing 40 minutes a game, right?
Yes.
And I'm saying if he's playing 40 minutes a game, that means Obi Toppin is not doing what he's supposed to do. And that's it. All the other stuff you're saying is making it more than it needs to be.
So No. Go, finish your point.
No. I was just going to repeat the same point I've been saying.
So my point to that is how you're automatically assuming that Obi Toppin isn't producing. What if he is producing?
We're talking about if. What if? We're talking about what if.
Oh, all right, but my point is, what if he is producing?
I need to know why. Wait, I need to know why Ebru is 100% wrong. Because I'm gonna say it again. Julius Randle was averaging 40 minutes a game, right? So if Julius Randle was averaging 40 minutes a game, that means Obi Toppin's not playing well. So why is Ebru 100% wrong here?
So my point, my answer to that is, how do we automatically assume that Obi's playing bad? That's my point.
No, that's not what the thing is. You said if you was talking about Julius Randle playing a lot of minutes, and you're trying to blame Tibbs. Okay, but if Tibbs is playing Julius Randle 40 minutes, that means Obi Toppin's not doing what he's supposed to. Now my thing is, if Obi is doing what he's supposed to, then Julius Randle's not going to average 40 minutes a game.
How do we know? And stop right there. My point is, how do we know that, bro? How do we know that? This is Tibbs. He's 63, bro. He don't care about how we feel. He don't care about playing nobody off the bench, bro.
When I say it, you say that. How do we know that? But then you say it's completely right.
No, it can't be completely right. I agree with both sides. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying you wrong or right. But I say you can't just say Obi Toppin is not producing in the minutes that Tibbs is giving him. What if he is producing in those minutes that he's giving him, and Tibbs is still playing Randle 40 minutes? Because it's possible.
He's not going to do that.
All right.
He's not going to do that because quickly got his chance. We traded Dennis Smith Jr. and gave the rookie a spot.
I know he did. Dennis Smith Jr. He got cookie minutes. We know that politics. You traded Porzingis.
Dennis Smith Jr. didn't deserve to play. That's why he got traded. If it was politics, then we would have kept Dennis Smith Jr.
No, but why did he play? We knew he played because he was a part of that trade, bro. They had to play him to see what they got, bro. Come on, bro. That's
they had to play him because to see what they got. Yes, that's what they had to do because he's on the roster. In preseason, they figured out that Dennis Smith Jr. was trash, and they got rid of him. And quickly proved in preseason that he could play, and he ended up playing a lot for us.
Oh, man. Quickly should have started, yo. Quickly should have started, yo. We always go back and forth about this, yo. Quickly should have started, man. We know this already. I'm just pointing at the fact that Tibbs is 63. He want to win the way he want to win. So you can sit there and say if Obi is producing, Tibbs is going to play him. I can't sit here and say I agree with that. I don't know. Because
You
Tibbs
say
is
you
a
say you don't
liar.
know, but then you get
He's
mad at
a
me when I say if Obi don't play, then that's on to you. Get mad at me when I say that, but you're saying the same thing.
I don't believe. You know why? You know why I get mad at you when you say that? Because I don't believe that Obi is going to. I don't believe he's going to be trash in the minutes that he's getting.
But then you just said that though. You said that what's the name is not going to play him.
Who,
So
Tibbs?
yeah.
Because that's Tibbs' philosophy is I like to play Julius Randle 40 minutes per game. He might stick to that. I don't know if he's gonna change, dog. I can't believe it till I see
But
it. I gotta see
there you go. See, but at the same time, me and you saying the exact same thing, but you just triggered by a whole bunch of shit.
it.
But me and you saying the same exact thing, but you just want to say it a different way.
Oh man.
We're not saying the same thing.
Oh man. All we is what we isn't because my beef with Tibbs is like you say if Obi don't play, that means Obi's not producing. My statement to that is what if Obi is producing and Tibbs is still not playing him the amount of minutes he needs to play? So then that means that you're going to trade him. So that means that it was kind of pointless drafting him at 8. Now, if you trade him for a positive asset, cool. But it's like come on. Your best player plays the same position of the lottery pick that you drafted. Come on, bro.
But I mean, you keep going back. But if you keep going back, then we got to talk about the whole reason that we were going to trade Julius Randle to begin with. You know, we were going to trade Julius Randle. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? And then Julius Randle showed them something. Next thing you know, he's the
Let me go
most
put my
improved player.
work phone up real quick. I'm gonna go put
Okay,
my
okay,
work phone up. All right.
good. Make sure you wash your hands too, man, when you come back. Yeah. State is driving me crazy, man. We saying the same thing, yo. Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. So I mean, if like I'm saying, if Julius Randle is playing a lot of minutes, that means that Obi Toppin's not playing. You know what I'm saying? So if Obi Toppin's not playing, it's because that he didn't earn the minutes. Now another situation, if Obi Toppin is playing well, he's definitely gonna play a lot, but he's not gonna play more than than Julius. That's not gonna happen. So I mean, if Obi can get up to 20 minutes a game, that means that he's actually playing really good. 20 minutes a game, it would be fine for him because he's not gonna play more minutes. He's not gonna take away minutes from Julius, RJ, and Mitchell Robinson. He's gonna take minutes from all of them, and then what? Obi's gonna play 30 something minutes a game. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no sense. Your best players is on the front court is Julius, RJ, and Mitch. Those guys are going to take up the bulk of the minutes. Probably 30 minutes a game for all of them. You know, some of them might be more, 35, 32, 30 like that. It's probably going to be like close to that, 35, 35, 30 or whatever, especially if you want RJ to be the Hall of Famer, like he says, and an all-star. If you want to be an all-star, he cannot going to be an all-star playing 28 minutes a game. Julius Randle, he ain't going to be an all-star playing 20 minutes a game. So I mean, like it's kind of a crazy argument, man. But I mean, like I said, if Obi Toppin is doing what he's supposed to do, like if he's playing the way that he was playing in summer league, for the most part, he's definitely going to get minutes. And then Julius Randle shouldn't have to play 38 because it's really 38 minutes a game. He's not going to be up at 38 minutes a game if Obi is bringing what he brought in summer league because then he's a plus player. So when you make that sub, Obi's going to earn the time to stay in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I mean, we just have to see because, like I said, it's all what if. Like you could say it one way. From one person can say it one way, another person can say it another way. It's all the conversation. If we don't have differences of opinion, or if we can't come together to come to a conclusion, or maybe like sit whatever, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The key words is what's triggering state. But like I said, we're saying the same thing, the same exact thing. So anyway, hopefully, when State comes back, he uses some soap and water so he don't contaminate everybody when they come back to use that computer. But shout out to everybody. I see the chat's going crazy. We got a couple people here. New era. Don't go back. Anyway, Relax Think. I think Relax Think is in here trolling. So Alton Lee still talking here. Tibbs always use 35 minutes a game for starters. That's about right. Shout out to Alton Lee. He's been like the narrator of this podcast. So 35 minutes for starters is about right. 15 for the bench guys. Like even if we talk about like Kemba Walker, with Rose coming off the bench and quickly there's no way that Kemba Walker is gonna play 35 minutes a game. There's no way because Rose is gonna need some time, and quickly is gonna need some time. Both of those guys are coming off the bench, man. So I can't see Walker maxing out. Regardless of what Tibbs has traditionally done, if you got good players like that, I can't see him just like ignoring his bench. Rose just not playing at all. And then you got Burks too. All these guys are just strictly not going to play. But like I said, certain guys like RJ is probably going to play a lot, 35 minutes. Julius is probably going to be close to 35 as well. Anything more than that, then we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I can't see Tibbs like just maxing out the starters and don't use Rose. How are you not going to use Rose? How is he not going to use Rose? Quickly is there. How is he not going to use Quickly coming off the bench? How is he not going to use Burke? These guys played well for him. So how could he not use those guys? So same thing with Obi. Obi played well in summer league. He still got to prove it. But if he comes in playing well, how could you not play Obi? You know what I'm saying? But still, looking at what Alton Lee says, 35 minutes a game for the starters and 15 minutes a game for the bench guys. That's about right. Maybe subtract 2 minutes here and there, maybe 2 minutes for some guys, maybe 17 minutes for some guys. But that's basically it right there. In a nutshell, you want RJ to be an all-star, he's got to play like 35 minutes a game, 35 minutes a game. You want Julius Randle to be back in the all-star, he's got to average at least 35, 33, 30, something minutes a game. 33 minutes a game, 35 minutes a game. Mitchell Robinson is coming back. He's supposed to be good. He's going to have to average at least 30 as a center. You know what I'm saying? So the fallback with that, if your starter's playing 30 minutes at center, how many more minutes at center do you have left? If you do the math, you're talking about 18 minutes, right? So Noel could get 18. Maybe that's where Obi gets some of those minutes. It's possible for him to get some of that 18 minutes. Like same thing. If you're talking about 35 minutes for RJ, coming off the bench, you're talking about what? I'm not even good at math. You're talking about 13 minutes of available minutes coming off the bench for RJ. You know what I'm saying? You got Fournier there. You got Burke, you got all these different guys. So there's a lot of guys that can play. This guy, if like I said, if Julius is playing 35 minutes a game, then Obi could get 15. Maybe like I said, maybe he can get a little bit of the center's minutes taken away from Noel. That's possible. Even small forward, you could run him. Maybe run Julius at small forward, have Obi at more minutes at power forward. So I mean, from 15 minutes a game, you could take 2 at center. That's 17, 2 from the power forward. Maybe 2 from small forward. I don't know. Just shits and giggles. So you can get it up to 20 minutes a game. So if Obi's playing 20 minutes a game, then he's doing what he's supposed to do. And that's exactly what we need from him and from all of our bench players, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? If those guys can give us 20 minutes coming off the bench where we can rely on them to do what they do, then we could put the starters in and do whatever. When it comes to the fourth quarter, though, I think it's going to come to feel, because that's what Tibbs did last year. We didn't really have no closer, so whoever was rocking at the end, those are the guys that closed the game. We started with Elfrid Payton, we finished off with Derrick Rose. When Derrick Rose got hurt, we was rocking with Alec Burks. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do whoever was rocking. If Walker's the guy rocking, then we got to go with him. He's been a 20-point a game scored the last 5 years. 20 points a game straight the last 5 years. Even when he was hurt, he averaged 20 points a game. You know what I'm saying? So if he could still give us that production, then he's got to be the guy, in the fourth quarter. But if Rose is playing good when he comes in, then then it depends on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just giving Relax Thinker a nice little blow here. So anyway, he's going to use Kemba and Rose, Rose and Quickly as one player. Basically, yeah. Fournier, who's going to back up Fournier? It's got to be Quickly, you would assume, right? Alec Burke probably going to get a lot of those minutes. We kind of have a hole at the backup small forward. So I don't know. What's this? What's overplaying your starters? You know, if saying playing between 30, say like 32 and 35 minutes, in between it, is that overplaying your starters? You know what I'm saying? Is playing 32 to 35 minutes a game overplaying your starters? How old? Say I'm gonna use for shits and giggles off camera here. LeBron James, right? He's 36 years old. Okay, he's a freak of nature. You know, he's been playing at this level for so long that it's just like bonkers what he could do at this age. But even at this age and throughout his whole career, the motherfucker's averaging 38 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? For his entire career. Last year, he averaged 33, 34, 35. That's about right. 33, 34, 35. That's what starters supposed to get. 33 minutes last year, that's good for him. And he still was able to get 25, 7 to 7. That's amazing, bro. But 33 minutes a game, that's about right. 35 a night is bad. It could be. You know, but if you're talking about your best players, Julius Randle probably gonna get close to 35. You know? But like, yo, if you can get your guys to 33, then that's great. You know, but we have the talent coming off the bench to do that though. You know, so I get the argument that Tibbs likes to run down his starters, but at the same time, you have the talent off the bench to play. You know what I'm saying? It's not like last year where we're looking at like Bullock and all these guys and Frank Ntilikina, these guys that don't deserve minutes. You know what I'm saying? Peyton, these guys, bums that we have on the team. What can you do at that point? But if you're talking about a team that with the bench, it could potentially be just as good as the starters some nights. Then you gotta play. You gotta have to figure out a way to play these guys. You know? Yeah, man. I hope you wash your hands, bro. Yeah, State is back. So I hope you wash your hands, State.
Yes.
Okay, because you had to take off your jacket. That means you was in the potty.
No. He crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just going through the whole minutes thing, man. Like people are saying 35 minutes a night is too much for starters. I mean, I just use the example for LeBron James. The last couple years for LeBron was 33, 34, 35. For his career, the dude was averaging 38 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's extreme for like the one of the greatest players that ever played the game. But still, the last couple years, 33, 34, 35. That's about right for starters in the NBA,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but not for Ted. It's how you play those minutes. Like I don't see LeBron in the first quarter for 12 minutes straight every game. At the start of every game, bro.
Yeah, but if throughout his career, if he's like some years one year when he was younger, in when he was 20 though, he averaged 42 minutes a game. In the middle of his career, he was averaging 37 minutes a game. Just a couple years ago, he was averaging 36, 37 minutes a game.
Yo, we talking about a human freak of nature though, LeBron James, who never really got hurt. He's probably like the only superstar I've ever seen who never get hurt, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, you can go to any starter in the NBA. The starters are not going to play 28 minutes a game, especially if they're all star caliber players. They're not going to play, 20 minutes a game if they're an all star.
That's true, but you're not gonna play them the amount of minutes that Thibodeau. Like you're not gonna play your starters in blowouts when you up 20 and there's 8 minutes left in the fourth, like in a regular season game, something that Tibbs would do. And I can't deal with that, yo. I can't see another season of that. People be saying, yo, State, Tibbs gonna change, he gonna adapt, he gonna adjust, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. All right, let's wait and see, because he a goddamn liar anyway. He's a liar. I can't believe nothing he said. He just lied. He straight up lied when we was in the playoffs, and he gonna keep lying to y'all, selling y'all wolf tickets. Y'all gonna keep believing him. He's like a he's like a he's an upgraded Fizdale. What kind of call? He just chars all with the way he just talk. Like he gimmick y'all to death, and y'all just believe it. Like I can't deal with him, man.
But what's the gimmicks though? What's the gimmick that he's gimmicking people to death?
Oh, it's gonna be a competition for minutes. Get the fuck out of here, Tibbs.
But who's in the competition?
We don't gotta take dead rocks and dead animals.
I get it. I get it. I mean,
we go.
me and you talk about so much stuff in depth and all that, so we can kind of leave that alone, I guess. But I'm trying to find out where here it goes. This is I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I just don't want to mess up the stream. But let's say
Mm-hmm.
like what was the year that he won 47 games in Minnesota, right? I'm just trying
Mm-hmm.
to see the minute distribution. Jimmy Butler played 36 minutes. Wiggins played 36. Karl Anthony Towns played 35. Taj Gibson played 33. Jeff Teague had 33. Coming off the bench, he had old ass Jamal Crawford, Tyrus Jones, what's the guy's name? Nemanja, whatever his name is. Derrick Rose is on the team too. He only played like a couple games. I think he was hurt. And Georgie Dang. So I mean, like,
Bro,
I don't know.
in
Should any of
82
those?
games, you shall not have four players playing 30, averaging 33 plus minutes per game. In an 82 games, we talk about 82 games.
Yeah,
You
but
got four players averaging 33 plus minutes and then running
right.
up and down the court. No wonder Zach LaVine tore his ACL, God forbid, let me knock on wood.
Well,
No
Zach Levine
wonder.
wasn't on the team at the time.
No, but he still tore his ACL under Tibbs. This is stuff that happened under Tibbs. Like Derrick Rose, I remember watching Derrick Rose tear his ACL under Tibbs, and I was in my mother's living room, and he's got this guy in the game. You're up double digits. You still got him in the game. A minute two left. What is wrong with that man?
Yeah, I agree with that. Playing guys excessive minutes for no reason. That's his fault. That is his fault. You know what I'm saying. But I mean, I don't know, man.
Every time,
Yeah,
everywhere you go, an injury followed him. That is apparent. Everywhere you go. One
but I
player
mean,
on his roster get a major injury.
I
Okay.
mean, I agree. I agree with you saying with that, man. Because I am looking at some of these minutes and stuff. The season before that they won 31 games, and it's the minutes is crazy. Zach LaVine, he was getting 37 minutes a game. Andrew Wiggins
What?
37, Karl Anthony Towns 37. Ricky
What?
Rubio had 32, Gorgie had 32. But then behind on the bench was Brandon Rush, Shabazz Muhammad, like I said, Namanja, whatever his name is, Amari Caspi. These guys were kind of like bums, really. So you would rather play Zach, Andrew and Karl Anthony Towns than giving Gorgie Dang more minutes. I kind of get it. Like, wait, Brandon Rush was the top minute guy coming off the bench that year.
How many minutes he averaged?
He averaged 21 coming off the bench. Shabazz Muhammad, who's like not even in the NBA anymore, and he's still young, he was giving you 19 minutes a game. Nemanja was giving you 18. Caspi was giving you 17. He had Chris Dunn, this like not really that good either. Tyrus Jones, rookies coming into the NBA.
That's not enough, bro. I don't like Tibbs. That's all it is, man. I don't really rock with Tibbs, man. You can rock with. I don't really rock with him, man. I ain't messing with dude, man. That shit, man. He can stay over there, man. I don't really rock with Tibbs.
Yeah, he's not perfect, man. Definitely, he's definitely not perfect. But I mean that would be a catastrophe if he got guys producing and they're doing like he did these losing years, 37 minutes a game. But my thing is, Obi Toppin is better than anybody on their bench on that team there. Derrick Rose at this stage is better than anything on this bench I'm looking at. Quickly is better than anybody on that bench. Even Alec Burke is better than anybody on that bench. On that bench that I'm looking at on that Minnesota team. So I can't see those guys not playing. I
Hmm.
can't see those guys. I can't see those guys like showing up and playing less than 17 minutes a game. You know.
We gonna see, man. I don't know, man. We
Yeah.
gonna see, man. We got a couple years ahead of us, and I just hope Tibbs don't burn these guys out, man. Playing them so many minutes and man, it's tough. Yo, the Hawks, the highest minute getter on their team, I believe, last season was Trae Young, and he was 34 minutes per game. And they had at least 8 guys who averaged at least 25 minutes per game. And they dealt with injuries.
Well, that's the thing. They dealt with injuries, so a lot of those minutes. We talked about that before. A lot of those minutes are
Mhm.
inflated. Like my man, what's his name, Solomon Hill. His
Yep.
minutes are inflated because he actually started for a decent amount of time. He started 16 games for them. So those 16 games he was playing a lot of minutes due to injury. So that 21, if he didn't start those 16 games, that 21 minutes probably would be closer to 11 because he. You want to talk about trash? Solomon Hill is a bum. You know what I'm saying? If I was in shape, I'd probably bust his ass. You know, Solomon Hill. That's a lie. He'll bust my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But like that, if guys weren't hurt, Solomon Hill wouldn't even get off the bench. You know.
I don't disagree. Um, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I mean they did have a lot of injuries though, man. You're talking about Bogdan. He only played 44 games. DeAndre Hunter only played 23 games. That's a lot of injuries there. Gallinari only played 51 games. That's
Every
that's the bulk of their rotation right there.
everybody's saying good things about Tibbs when it comes to these rotations, man. I just hope they come to fruition when the season comes. Talk about Tibbs is going to play players traditional minutes and rely on the next man up mentality. Yeah, all right. Let him keep lying to you, brother. You're a good dude, man. you got Tibbs just gonna keep lying to you. You just gonna keep believing what he tell y'all. Y'all be on watch. You all gonna be in the same car by next February. Watch. Yo, get Tibbs out of New York.
It's possible, man, but I mean, you got to put the positivity out there. You can't just start off negative. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You can't just start off negative, like negative to the 10. You can't be on 10 negative and expect positivity. You get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Like I got next season, we gonna win 54 games, but I'm still mad at Tibbs and I'm salty because I know after we win 54 games, I know it's possible that Tibbs could come out in the first round and still coach even worse than what he did last season. So I know we're gonna win games. Like that's not the issue with me. The issue with me is the way Tibbs runs his rotations, his minutes, and his offense is trash. Like I hated the Knicks offense last season, but when we get to the playoffs, it's just can you give me a better offense than what you did? So
That's another clouded conversation too, because the offense you're talking about Reggie Bullock, you're talking about Elfrid Payton. This year we don't have those guys.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So the
but
offense by default is gonna be better.
it was still no all ball movement. Even if those guys was all ball, like those guys were still standing at the 3-point line. I didn't see enough off ball movement. Even them, like off ball screens at least, I didn't see no creativity in them in the offense on the playoffs. So.
Yeah, but you talking about off ball screens on who though? On for Reggie Bullock to get him open to call plays for Reggie?
Yeah, get somebody open, do something instead of having everybody stand at the 3-point line.
But here's the thing with the minutes thing with Julius Randle and RJ, like those are our two best players. So if you're running a play, you gotta run a play for them. You can't run a play for anybody else outside of those two guys. You know what I'm saying? So those guys are gonna have to play 38 minutes a game when there's nobody else to play for them. There's nobody else good as those two guys on our roster. Unless, like I said, unless you're relying on Reggie Bullock and Elfrid Payton to do something for you. And
Oh
I'm
my
saying
god.
Derrick Rose was the third guy. Derrick Rose was there too. Quickly, should have played more. I agree with that. Obi Toppin actually woke up in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying. So, you know, I don't.
We'll see, man. It's good fans everywhere, dog.
Yeah, we just got to think positively, man. I know you don't like Tom Thibodeau. That's cool. I get everything that you're saying about him, and everything you're saying about him is true. You know what I'm saying. But I would like to think that our players are good enough, to get an opportunity, and they should. Like I said, Obi Toppin, he should be able to play some minutes for us, man. Coming off the bench, like the whole bench should average about 17, 18 minutes a game. Everybody, you know. But it really depends on it depends on Tibbs. You're right. It depends on Tibbs because he's the guy leading the thing, you know. But Derrick Rose still can play, so I can't see him not playing. You know, especially if he got it going.
We're going to
You know,
see, man. We're going to
yeah,
see. We're going to see. It's tough. We're going to see. You got 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
yeah. People have been counting down, man, since like the freaking end of the year. Oh, we got 200 more days. Like,
Yeah.
guys, that's I think that's been a drag. The constant counting down and all this other stuff. I know the anticipation is great, this year because we played good last year. So this year everybody can't wait to see what we're gonna do this year. I get it, man, but I mean, sometimes the dog days of the summer, which is like the end of September. I mean, the end of August and the beginning of September. Man, maybe it's time to go play. Watch some football or something. Not still counting down 150 games and shit. Like, God damn, shit is crazy.
What my Giants is doing to the fans, what the New York Giants management is doing to the fans is criminal. They should all be arrested. Dame Jones, you go 0-2 for the past like 5 straight years. Like, I don't even want to talk about the Giants. Like, they've been so pathetic. I've been looking forward to the next season. The Jets is pathetic. I hate watching the Jets. Like, the New York football in general is pathetic. The only team to really watch is the Bills, and that's pathetic. So hopefully my Knicks could do something, man. I'm excited. I can't wait for next season. I can't lie.
What did you think about the last game with the Giants? Because I mean, they should have won that game. I think they should have when they were in the red zone and they went for that field goal. I think they should have went for the 7 instead of the 3. And then
So,
they might have actually had a shot there.
I call Joe Judge the white David Fizdale. That's how we gonna end that. That's how we gonna end that. I got nothing else to explain to you. That's the most I got for you when it comes to the Giants. Like, it's disgusting to watch. I love Daniel Jones. He cool, but we all know what happens in football when you change the coach and you change the president, the GM. We know who's next out the door, the quarterback. So I'm good on David Gettleman, man. He might be worse than Steve Mills. Dave Gettleman is really bad. He's
bad, man. But I mean, are the Giants that far? Are the Giants that bad that they can't?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Football, not basketball, bro. We in Mahomes league. We need a quarterback.
But I mean, our quarterback is decent. What he needs an offensive line. We got an all-star. We got like an all-world running back and a decent quarterback with no offensive line. Jones was getting killed all game, man. He was getting touched every game, almost every play. He was getting touched.
Yawn. I'm tired of hearing about the O-line. Andrew Thomas has been good these first 2 weeks. Andrew Thomas has been good. Pro Football Focus has Andrew Thomas rated good. I don't want to hear about the O-line no more. In football, the quarterback position, either you got it or you don't. He ain't got it. That's it. Eli Manning, in his second season, he was 4th in the NFL in touchdown passes. Touchdown passes thrown. I don't want to hear about none of this, man. Saquon Barkley, listen, man. Yo, dog, I'm ready to sell high on everybody on the Giants roster, bro.
Yeah, but Eli Manning is not like he was like what do you call like a dynamic quarterback where he was running out the pocket and doing stuff. He was just standing right in the pocket, standing right there, just going like this. You know what I'm saying? Because the offensive line.
What he got, yo. What he got, that's all that matters, yo. What he got, yo. He got them 2 rings, yo. That don't matter. Well, everything else, what you just said, is irrelevant because he got 2 rings. He won 2
but
rings.
he didn't get the 2 rings his first year. I mean, second year, the year that we're talking about.
Third year.
Okay. You're right. So, I mean, what if Jones in his 3rd year, they get him an offensive line?
He's in his 3rd year now. I want to win. That's what I'm talking about.
but you said this is football, not basketball. You know what I'm saying? So you need a lot besides just the quarterback. You need a bunch of things.
But it starts with you need a quarterback, bro. At the end of the day, Tampa Bay ain't Tampa Bay without Brady. They had Jameis Winston. You change the quarterback, it changes everything. You need a quarterback, bro. That's how you compete.
So who should let's say if the Giants had a different quarterback, the quarterback that you wish the Giants could have, do you think they'll be better?
If we had Aaron Rodgers right now, we'll be 2-0. And that's without a doubt in my mind. Without a doubt in my mind.
Maybe.
The quarterback position is important, bro. It's really important.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers, I get it. I give you that.
Got me talking about the goddamn Giants. Goddamn Dave Gettleman pulling his best Steve Mills impersonation.
What do you about Cam? What do you think about Cam Newton on the Giants?
Yeah. I take Cam right now too. Yo, I'm done with Daniel Jones. I told you, I'm finished. I don't care about what he got. Y'all could keep speaking up for him, make all the excuses for him, all you want. When it comes to football, when your young quarterback is in his third season, we don't care about your accolades. We want to see W's, and that's it.
What about
Everything else is an
Saquon?
excuse. I'm at the point where I'm almost at sell high on him. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna lie to you. And he's been getting hurt too much. And I love Saquon. I love him. I love him.
Well, I mean, he's not hurt now, and he's just my man made fourth for saying he's been dancing around. Well, the problem with the Giants, though, like you're right, the quarterback is definitely the head. You need a quarterback in order to be successful in the NFL. But they went and got the running back before the quarterback, and I think that's the fucking problem. They went and got Saquon when they should have got a quarterback that year when Saquon was drafted. You know, and get the quarterback first, and then worry about the running back. They did the opposite. You know, so now you're wasting years on running backs that don't even last in the NFL that long. You know, so how long is Saquon going to be around? You know, is he going to be? He still hasn't even hit the potential that he should have hit already. He still hasn't hit it yet. So will he
So,
ever hit it? You know,
I don't know.
because the running backs don't last that long in the NFL.
I don't know, yo. I don't know.
Yeah,
Saquon, I don't know. Love him to death, but football is a different sport. Like I can understand. So I'm almost at the point where um start selling high. And you damn right, if Cam Newton got the vaccine, he'll be starting right now. You damn right, ultimately. So we ain't even gonna talk about that. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But I I don't know. I got into everything, dog.
yes, you did.
I'm tired, man. I'm hungry as hell.
I mean, I'm telling you, you probably got diarrhea and all that shit. You probably dehydrated and all that. You took 2 bathroom breaks. Lord have mercy, man.
Nah, I took one bathroom break, and then the other one I just had to give in my work photos. Yo, you crazy?
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. Good pot as always, man. Out of this is what 22.
22,
I
I think
believe it's like
21.
22. 22, and then we have like plenty of audio podcasts as well. So I mean, this might be the first time where me and you was like actually both like animated at one point. I think this is the first time ever. So that's good. So I mean, that's a precursor to what's gonna happen tomorrow. I think tomorrow. I think tomorrow is gonna be freaking out of control tomorrow, man. Because like I said, Cornerstone. We're gonna be talking about Frank. Cornerstone is like the leader of the Frank Hive. He's like the originator. You know what I'm saying? Union member of the freaking Frank Hive. And then we got Sergeant. Sergeant is good. Cornerstone is good too. Smart. Both everybody's smart. And then of course you, man. So it's gonna be crazy tomorrow, man. I'm glad you got your headphones because you sound fantastic. You know what I'm saying? The audio is great. So I mean,
Good.
yeah.
Nah,
So
I told you that comment. I read the comment in various voices in my head, bro. I read the comment in a Kang voice. I read it in like a Bane voice, a Goku voice. Like I read it in so many voices. I'm like, yo, you know what, yo? Let me just make sure I get these damn headphones. So I made it sure. Like it was to the point. Before I get out of here, I put the headphones. I tied it to my doorknob, so before I leave the crib, I can see it on my doorknob. Like, all right, yo, let me just make sure. But yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like all you really need is just regular headphones, man. If you forget the big ones, just bring regular joints, just regular earbuds, the ones that come with the phone, anything. 99-cent store joints,
I
Five
got you,
Below
bro.
or something.
I got you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got though. Everybody know where to find the podcast, man. You know where to find us. Apple Podcasts, everything, Stitcher, Google Podcasts. Yeah. KRS is one of the Frank Hive. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Next podcast is gonna be real fun. That's gonna be hilarious. John, let me get out of here, man. I need me a Philly cheesesteak, some.
You gonna get you a chopped cheese?
No, not tonight. I'm not getting no chopped cheese. I can't do.
Got you.
I can't. It's strong on the stomach, man. You can't do that every night.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. All right,
But
man. Shout out to the chat though. The chat's really been rocking. Shout out to Alton Lee, my man. My Alton Lee's like the MVP today. Really going crazy in the chat, giving
yes,
us a lot
sir.
of help.
Mhm.
Greenhouse, of course, Quiet Money, Made of Four, all you guys, man. Thank you. Boost Mobile, what's up, man? Thank you for coming in also. A lot of guys, whoever I didn't mention, thank you for tuning in to the Diehard State of Mind. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow gonna be crazy. Let me get out of here, man. Tomorrow gonna be
Tomorrow gonna be
crazy.
fucking
Tomorrow,
crazy.
man, that's gonna be 2 hours, man. I hope y'all
Yeah.
all tune in. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm out of here. I'm tired as hell, and y'all all get y'all rest and wear your mask. That's all I got.
Wash your hands, bro.
And wash your hands and make sure you use Perel as well. And ultimately, the last words before I get out of here. Tibbs is a sister. Tibbs could go to hell. Um, Shout outs to Johnny O, man. We'll see Johnny O as the coach soon. Dog, I'm out of here, man.
All
Peace,
right, peace,
brother.
man. Peace. Yeah, so tomorrow, 9:30. 9:30 tomorrow, around 9:30, 9:40. That's when you're gonna see us. So, like I said, Cornerstone and Sergeant from the Odd Couple on Freezy's Pod is gonna come to Dianix Podcast, and we're gonna talk Frank Ntilikina. All right, so I see you guys tomorrow, same time, same bad channel, same bad time, same bad channel.